I still remember when I wasn't a runner. I would travel everywhere and always be looking for hotels with amazing gyms because I didn't believe that I could go outside and simply just run. I remember it was 2012 and I was in Chicago with a good friend of mine, Eugene, and we were staying at a friend's house. We didn't have a gym. We both wanted to get some exercise, and Eugene suggested to me, hey, let's just go outside and run. Let's just go and see beautiful, gorgeous, architecturally amazing Chicago on foot. And that would have been such a great experience with my very good friend Eugene. And I remember I said no and declined it all out of fear. I had these self-sabotaging, limiting beliefs that I couldn't run more than a couple of minutes or a couple of blocks at a time without huffing and puffing. And I didn't want to feel stupid or foolish or inadequate or unathletic.
All right, here we are in Rome, mile 1, 10:03.
I only later realized that this was basically a prison that I had created for myself and was living in. In 2015, I went through a serious breakup and I began to just dabble a little bit in running. And something really interesting happened. The more I just went out and ran a little bit at a time, the more I realized I could. And this crazily, powerfully freeing sense of empowerment and courage and strength came over me. I began to feel independent and capable and strong and worthy, and I fell in love and became addicted with running because of what it was teaching me. Around that time, I heard a Henry Ford quote, whether you think you can or think you can't, either way, you're right. And running helps me realize it's true.
All right, mile 2, 10:13.
Once I began to run a little more, I put that Henry Ford quote to the test, and I went from running 5Ks to 10Ks, from 10Ks to half marathons, and from half marathons to full marathons, and I realized Henry Ford is right. And it's not just with athletics, it's with everything, professionally, personally, and within your relationships. Whether you think you can or think you can't, either way, you're right. It all comes down to the belief that you have in your ability to do new things, to do uncomfortable things, to do hard things, to do things that you haven't done before, and recognize just because you haven't done something before doesn't mean you can or won't.
All right, mile 3, 10:22.
Running has completely changed my life. With this newfound knowledge that I can do hard things and I can do new things, I went on to become a COO and then start my own business, to write my first book and then a second, to buy my dream home. And now running is almost a part of every single day. I love seeing places on foot like Rome, and I love having David with me to experience cities and places all over the world outside. I can't believe how long I lived without just believing in myself and knowing that I could change things about myself.
Mile 4, 10:41.
This run in Rome was such an amazing run, and I hope you choose to believe in yourself too.